well, here is an interesting run. You're joining me 31 minutes into it. I'm on stage 4. You can tell that my items are quite good. I'm playing Artificer and I got Ignition Tank on the very, very first level, which, I mean, that's just good odds, because an Ignition Tank makes you deal more damage with fire. My mouse 1 is fire. I've also got 4 Polyloots, 2 ATGs, 2 Irradiant Pearls, a Shattering Justice, which, by the way, I have yet to get the red on this level yet, so I might as well grab that right about now. This run is insane. But that's not why I'm okay, well, I guess every single video I record, I got Ben's Raincoat, but I can't really complain yet, because what I've also got on this map, I believe it's somewhere here, it's, yeah, an overgrown 3D printer for Molten Perforator. So I've also got 2 Molten Perforators with the 3 Ignition Tanks. I've also got a ton of move speed. This is an insane run, and yet still, that is not why I'm recording. I feel like all of my past videos have almost been accidents where it's not even on purpose. This one, though, is because I am testing a couple new settings just for my recording setup, and I figured I might as well just give it a go with this one because, I mean, the run is going so well, so why not log in for this. Honestly, I don't really need the predatory instincts. I should probably also stop standing still so I don't throw away yet another Artificer run. Clearly my aim needs a little bit of work, but I am using the Icicle Spear this time as opposed to the Nano Bomb. Just trying it out. You know, I feel like this one actually probably is maybe a little bit better. I could be a little bit better too. And it can also freeze Mythrix, so I want to give that a try, a spin, if you will. But I might as well scrap some items right now since there is that scrapper, and I've already got such an insane build. I mean, I can get rid of this Ben's Raincoat as well. The couple of settings that I am testing is the new Apex Pro Rapid Trigger feature, which if you don't know what it is, that probably sounds like a total strange amalgamation of words. Basically, if you press down your key and then release it, even a tiny little micrometer, it's gonna completely reset, and then it can sometimes turn into things like this where you're just like rapidly doing that and it looks a little weird, it looks a little funny. I'm not used to it at all, so I'm running into all of these situations where I think I'm using my jetpack, but I'm actually not using my jetpack because I released the spacebar ever so slightly. So that's number 1 that I'm getting used to. The main reason why I have it. Anything else I should get rid of, to be honest with you? I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about the items that I have so far right now. Might as well go into this blue portal for a bit. And the other thing is different compressor settings. So if I sound any different in this video compared to last video, let me know if it sounds better or worse, or if it's unnoticeable. Honestly, that is the goal, because these settings make it slightly easier on my end, and I'm good. And if it's not noticeable, any difference, if it's not worse, if it's better, I mean, that's also ideal. But if it's not worse, then I'm gonna keep it this way. And this is gonna be a shorter video, as you can probably tell, simply due to the fact that I'm starting this on stage 4, which is unusual. Now, I could do a little bit of a loop. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a loop, actually, since I have a regen scrap, might as well just get that. But I'm feeling so powerful that maybe I just keep this one short and sweet, and run with these settings, get some quick feedback, kill Mythrix with, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the jetpack. I was not used to, you know, this new setting and everything. Yeah, maybe I just keep it short. And I'm just incredibly powerful. I mean, Artificer already is one of just the strongest survivors in the game, I feel like. Her damage output is crazy, especially post-DLC with Ignition Tank. It just makes everything so much better. Weirdly enough, there's like not that many enemies and also not that much... I'm a really good gamer. Not that much music. I thought it was in between the 2 shots there, so I just stood still. Clearly I could use a little bit of mentoring, of tutoring here, but I did prepare my encrusted keys to end off on stage 6 here, or stage 5 here rather. And I actually, that's wrong, because you want to save one for Mythrix. So I was about to praise myself for being good at math, and then I realized there's one more level where I could get... And he's never punished. He is never punished for any of his mistakes. You can see the power of the polyloots, by the way. Every time these get procced, the damage is just... Like, I looked away, and its entire health bar just disappeared. Also, like, every time I'm messing up these jetpacks, it's new settings I have to get used to. I'm not sure if I even want to keep the rapid trigger on specifically for spacebar. For some other keys, WASD, I'm thinking, yeah, I should probably keep it. It's probably pretty good. But you can just see the RNG I've been getting in this run is crazy. I have 3... He's never punished, he's never punished, he's never punished. I have 3 ATGs. Like, that was the first ban that I got in the entire run just now, and I didn't even need it. I didn't even need it this whole time because I've just been so powerful. You can see the damage of the ignition tanks on those fireballs. It's just, it's wild. It's wild. If you get a run that just clicks with your character, it feels so good. Especially on someone like Artificer. Like, I can afford to just scrap. Oh, sure, I'll take Mercurial Rackies. Like, why not, I guess. But you can afford to scrap some certain things like like certain videos, certain attack speeds, or I don't know, like things that aren't really relevant to your specific character, and that gives you a big avenue to put them into other areas. Focus crystals is another example where I don't really feel like I want to use focus crystals, so that just can turn into white scrap, and I can give that to other items. Sorry, I was speaking really fast there. Started getting tripped up on my own words. This is the first video I've recorded in quite some time. I've just been in the editing cave for main channel stuff, but I do want to get back into things a little bit, especially on egg stew here. My goal is 1 video a week at least, which doesn't seem like a lot, but given that it is a second channel and I have a lot of other stuff, and then I have real life stuff, and I might be getting potentially a new job in real life, that could be very exciting. But it would also be time consuming, and school is starting soon, and I'm taking a bunch of extra units because all these classes look really cool, and I think I might be piling too much on my plate, so maybe 1 a week is too much to ask. But since these are generally one-off recordings and it's not really edited, and I can just kind of vent a little bit about whatever's happening in my little mind here, then maybe it's doable. Maybe it's doable. I'll have to see. That's really funny. No, that's great. No, that's like what I love to see. Okay, that's fine. I mean, you get so much money on Sky Meadow anyway, so I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, these guys actually can be a little bit scary because they do deal a bunch of damage, especially if they're ganging up on you. You got to be careful about that. So let me just take those out. I already got the regen scrap out of that. If there's no scrapper on this level, that would be surprising a little bit. I also did forget to scrap the Ben's raincoat, even though I made a whole point of it on the last level. That's kind of funny too. So he's a little bit scatterbrained. He's a little scatterbrained. All right, no crime. No crime in being a little scatterbrained. It's a little character quirk, and I do know it can get a little annoying if you're watching a video and then I get distracted every few minutes or maybe 30 seconds. But also at the same time, maybe it's endearing. I don't know. I can't really be an objective third party there because I, of course, find myself just incredibly, as most people do, annoying. So, you know, I love listening to my own voice and watching these things back. You would be surprised how how quickly you get used to hearing your own voice, because man, I've made a whole bunch of videos. I've made a whole bunch more videos than exist on the internet. I mean, when I was younger I made them, and then even now I still scrap, like for every video that goes out I probably scrap 1 or 2. So I do hear my own voice a lot, and even if you get used to it, it's still like, wow, why do I open my mouth sometimes? I don't know. I'm gonna go for the mystery here. Not really feeling either of those two. I mean, it's not that big of a difference. Like, honestly, maybe the Invis kit would be better, but whatever. All right, I have a bunch of money here, but honestly, do I really need it? Also, I didn't even see this here. Probably could have saved this for the 3D. 3D? No, not 3D. What am I talking about? 3 icon shops? What are those called? Am I crazy? Multi-shops. There we go. It's 3D printers, multi-shops, but there's 3 items. I got confuddled. So that also definitely did not hit that mushroom, but I'll take it. Let me just take the TP right now, actually. I'm kind of waffling a wee bit, and I feel like I just want to fight the big baddie, because I'm curious just how much damage I'm going to do. Also, I haven't really fought him with the Icicle Spear, so I don't know how much easier it's going to make it. I presume way easier, because if I just freeze him in place, right, then I can just do all of these 4 and not even have to worry about, like, oh, maybe I missed one of them and it's not going to get the maximum burn. Also, though, there are so many of these shrines. Maybe I should save up money to get more items. I don't know. Let me find the TP. There's the TP, and then I'll decide. Because there's also enough chests. I'm powerful enough, aren't I? We're in agreement here. I'm powerful enough. I got the crowdfunder, too. Let me see if there's any other item I maybe want to pick up here. Goobo? Honestly, I could rock with a little Goobo Jr. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Goobo. I do like the crowdfunder, especially on the moon, because the moon, it's like the gold doesn't really matter anyway. But I can't say no to Goobo, especially since I got 2 of him. I could have 3 of me out at the same time. 3 of me out at the same time. Also, nightmare fuel for anyone watching my videos, because 1 of me, we all know, is enough. 2 of those guys, not enough. clearly with how fast that just, oh, I just got so juked. That is actually kind of funny. Yeah, how fast they're just getting eviscerated. So I'm a little strong. And there's another one of me. There's another one of me. Okay, I got 2,700. I might as well roll that shrine just to see. Just to see. I could optimize this and go for the cheaper shrine, but it's got to give me at least one, right? Which one was it? It wasn't, was it this one? No, it was this one. It was this one. 1887. That's the year that John Tyler died. All right. I mean, that's fine. How did I get more? Did I just go up in gold? No. 1887 was the cost. I had like 4,000. All right. Well, that was not worth it at all, but it's okay. Not too much time is wasted there. I did. How much is this? 518. I'm not gonna get 518 though. Let's go. I could get 518 actually, like pretty quickly. Like really quickly. But what's even faster than that is not taking that. What am I doing? I'm on so autopilot. Is going directly to Mythrix, because I also did install a mod. I mentioned this last video. I don't have it pulled up right now, but someone did recommend me a mod where instead of doing the pillars, you can go to the pillar and then fight a boss instead. It's a little scavenger, and then that'll give you like lunar coins and stuff. It's a pretty cool mod, but it also unlocks the moon right away, which I am a fan of, might I say. So let's see. I can get, how much is the green little soupy? Is it 3? So that means I can get 4 green items and then 1 red item, I think, because I don't want to scrap anything else. I don't want to scrap any of these ATGs. I don't want to risk it. I certainly don't want to scrap any of these ignition tanks. That's where a lot of my damage is coming from, although I don't really have to worry about scrapping any ukuleles since they are the void variant. The polyloot, probably one of my favorite items in the game. I know I say that a lot, but there's a lot of items in the game I like. There's also a lot of items in the game that I'm not a big fan of, but I think it's much further and fewer and further between. I shouldn't have said further first there, kind of messed up that whole phrasing. A little worried about these lunar chimeras because, as you saw earlier, my aim with the Artificer is not the greatest, especially my prediction, but we'll see. If it flies to the left, I mean, I hit it. I didn't hit it with any of the fireballs afterward, but I hit it. That's got to count for something. And you can see these teleport right up to the boss, or these jump pads are activated immediately, which is that mod. And we'll see. Can I get it to freeze? I can get these to freeze. Sometimes I don't know which enemies freeze and don't. I guess it's just none of the bosses can freeze, but everything else can. Like the big enemies, the Elder Lemurians, for example, you can freeze for sure. There's a lot of red to pick from. Can't really see what this is. Rejuve rack, I'm good. Laser scope, I'm good. Aegis, I mean, you can't say no to Aegis. And once again, I was never punished. I mean, what am I taking? I guess laser scope. I guess that's my option here. I don't want to toss this runaway by standing still for a second, so let me just real quick wait for that and wait for that pool. Is there any, I mean, do I want to give away my Shattering Justice? I was going to say if there's any pool for white items, maybe I do that, but I don't know. What's this going to give me? I mean, yeah, I could go for Tenta Bubble. Why not? More freezing in place than already exists. I've never seen this many reds, so I guess I'm taking this. And then what to take for the green items? I guess the Invis Wash, since I didn't take it last time. I mean, I don't really want Guillotine. That's not going to help me at all. I guess it could help me with the Perfecto leads, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Get some Invis Washes. I don't even know how this item stacks, if I'm going to be so real with you. Invis Watch gives you, it recharges faster. Actually, that's not too bad, I suppose. What is the closest one of these jump pads? It's going to be this one, so I'm going to take this. I could show off the little mini boss of the scavenger, but since I'm already here, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I'm summoning Kesha with already here. Every time I hear that phrase, I just think of TikTok. But now TikTok has a, I don't know, she probably is owed royalties with the name of that company, that application. Let's fight this big baddie. I never know if I take fall damage from this, do I? That's crazy. That's crazy that the pad that they put in the game makes you take fall damage. I guess I could charge my M2, but I think it would go too fast. I'm just curious how much damage I'm gonna do here. Let me not toss this run away. Freeze him in place. Freeze him in place once again after he gets out of place. Freeze him in place once again. This is kind of nuts. Oh, summon Gubo. I forgot about Gubo. Freeze him in place again. And since I have a, this is a little absurd. This is, I'm like, he's not even fighting me. Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, no, that was great. What even happened there? I guess I froze him for the execute, and then my little Gubo did the mouse 5 here, the ice wall, and that also froze him. I don't even know. I don't even have an explanation. You can see the polyloots. Stacking polyloots is so crazy because every time you stack it, it just does it like again. I need a little. I need a little. I need a little help. I couldn't hit it like point blank range. Yeah, it's like reminding me of my TF2 days. Like this is a heavy and I'm a sniper and I just can't hit it in the head for whatever reason. All right, let me charge up this one. And yeah, these extended mags are gonna. I have really good timing. These extended mags are gonna help so much too. I'm just gonna put this down here, so if he charges forward, it's like you're just gonna fall into it, and if he charges forward, it breaks it, which I definitely knew and just wanted to show you guys because it's like you can learn something new every day, is what I've always said. All right, let me summon another little Goobo here. Maybe the Goobo will freeze it. I'm just curious to see the. Yeah, that's so good actually. I didn't realize how good Goobo would be in the Mythrix fight, like specifically with Artificer, because that means Goobo can freeze on like an alternate cooldown, and maybe, let's say hypothetically, I don't have extended mags, it'll just make my job so much easier. Okay, now I know that he does the big move after he does the dash, which I didn't know last time, and I ended up kind of suffering for it. But can I just freeze him in the middle of it? I can. Honestly, I can just kill him right now. I can just kill him like right now. I was a little off. There we go. You know, sometimes my calculations and my timing might not be the most precise, but also I don't think you come here for precision gameplay. Go, Goobos! Go, my little men. Take out this. Wait, I can just like cancel his. That's crazy! You can just cancel his attacks! This character's insane. I didn't even realize that. Like, he was about to do the big slam-a-ram into the ground, which honestly might have helped me a little bit because I don't know which portal to take. I'm gonna take this one because it makes him self-damage, and then, you know, self-damage is good because that was like the best portal to take. Self-damage is good because it gives me more items, but yeah, I don't know. This was a shorter video. I was a little bit manic, but I'm just testing new settings. I'm sorry I've been going in and out listening to my own voice over and over say, this is a test. This is a test. Testing new compressor. But there we go. That's Artificer. Artificer is crazy. I mean, I guess I knew that, but I didn't know the extent of it. That's the video. Bye-bye.